Hey crafty friends, this is the really cute card that we are making today. It's this really fun oval shape using some overlapping stencils. If you want to see how I made this and get some tips on how to use these kind of stencils so that it doesn't look muddy, then keep on watching. Okay, for this card, we are using the Splash Stencil Pack from Christina Warner with Concord Ninth. Everything we're using today is from there. The A2 Oval Basics and A2 Detailed Frames, along with the Just Talkin' stamp set. But the stencil here is the star of the show, and this is really what I wanted to showcase with this card today. I love Christina Warner stencils, and this one is no exception. You have 5 stencils included. You can certainly use these together, use these separately. We are layering them all together today. Here's also some inspiration on the back because I want to kind of show you how you can do this. We are using starfruit, creamsicle, watermelon, and surfside. This is a new combo called Tropic, using the new 2026 colors. And again, I really wanted to illustrate here how you can do some layering stencils without it looking kind of muddy and gross. I don't know if anyone else has had that experience, but sometimes these make me a little bit nervous. So I got some more examples at the end here using some Concord and Ninth combos, and so far all the combos I have used have really worked well for this technique, partly because they do a great combo using opposite color wheels and things like that. So the trick that I found to be most helpful is starting with your lightest shade first. So as you can see here on the back, we are covering this whole area with the starfruit, okay? And that is the lightest shade that we're going to be working with. Now, as we add layers in this next stencil, we have 2 sections here. We're going to be using the creamsicle, but I want to focus this color on the parts of the stencil that are white, that were not already colored with the starfruit. So we're going to start there, as you can see. So I'm kind of moving along the edges there, focusing that color there, because I still do want some of that starfruit to pop and show up. I do not want to cover all of it because I love that color for starters, but part of it has a little bit more of an orange tint, and I think some of them kind of look pink here as you layer it up. So that's also the kind of fun here. So again, focusing on those white areas here and doing a little bit just along the border and the edges. Because again, I don't want to cover up a whole lot of the center. Now, as we move into the next one, we are going to be using watermelon. And I love a good pink as always. And again, this one is going to have another 2 openings here on that stencil, and again we want to focus that color on the parts there that are white. So as you can see on the bottom right of that stencil, there's a lot of white space there, so we're going to make sure that we concentrate some of that pink there as well. But again, if we are picking colors that are kind of opposite on that color wheel and work well, again, I used a couple different combos from Concord Ninth from their color club. If you are not a part of that, it's free. I encourage you to sign up. All of those that I've been using have worked well for this, as long as I start with that lightest to darkest and kind of focusing on those outer parts. And it really allows you to see all of those colors. Now this one we have 3 openings, which I love because we are going to be using Surfside, which I think is my new favorite color from Concord and Ninth. And again, we're going to focus this on the edges, the outer parts there that are mostly white space. And you can start there to kind of concentrate that color. And then for this one especially, as it blends in over that starfruit and creamsicle, you'll see here, it gives it a really pretty green color that's kind of like an added bonus. But I love the Surfside. It's probably one of my favorite colors, so I'm glad they added that this year. And so I'm just continuing that again down here at the bottom, making sure that pop of color is going to show, and then a little blending around the edges, which also gives a little bit of that green. Now we have one more stencil in this pack, This color combo also included basil. I am not using it though in this example. I do have an example at the end of the video to show you with that. So for these two sections on this last stencil, I'm actually going to use a Lisa Horton metallic ink. This is her gold ink. You could also, I think, use the silver would also be really pretty here. And what I want to do is, again, adding that white space. And I will say here, I did this on a couple other cards as well, and I think I went a little heavy-handed on this one for my compared to some of the other ones, but you want to focus a little bit on that white space, and then ever so slightly I'm going to follow the whole edge of each one of those sections that are cut out in that stencil. It doesn't do a whole lot to necessarily change the color, a little bit but not a lot. Again, you could go lighter handed, but once we pull this off, you're going to see it just gives it a really pretty kind of shimmer to it that I think is a really nice bonus. Now I'm using the Altenew sticky mat, so I'm going to flip that over, that way I can peel it off. And as you see here, it really just captures a little bit of shine. Again, you could use different ones here, and I think it's a pretty look. Now we're taking an A2 top folding card base, using those A2 oval basics, and as you can see, I have that just hanging off the top there where that fold is. So we are creating an oval shaped card. I use the largest one from the set. The other ones give you a frame, so you probably would not want to use that. I'm using that same size to cut out an oval for the card base, and then the sentiment is from the A2 detailed frame. It's that just a note, and we are cutting that out of the middle of that panel and doing multiple shadow layers here along with the sentiment. The sentiment I chose to do kind of a metallic pinkish purple look that I think is really cute and works well with the colors. I'm attaching this panel using the Barely Art liquid glue straight on. I'm not doing any kind of foam or anything like that because I do want that sentiment to stick out. And I did 5 layers for that sentiment shadow. You could do a little less if you wanted, but I really wanted to create that shadow look and have that pop out from the card. Now I'm using the second size here for the ovals, which will give you an inside piece and a frame. Okay, I am just using the frame for this card. I will save those ovals for other projects. I did 2 other white ones that way that has a little bit of some height, and have attached that to the front of the card. Using that Just Talking stamp sets, I am using the sentiment "You Are the Absolute Best" on the inside. I have a video, I will link it, using this set. I think it's really cute. The little speech bubbles, I absolutely love it. Now, for an oval card, it's not going to stand up very well. So at the bottom here, I have trimmed just the slightest bit off with my paper trimmer. That way it will stand up and not fall over. And then I'm using some of these dewdrops from Concord 9th to add a little bit of sparkle. Okay, here is the final look at this card, everyone. It's super cute. I really love the stencil and how it turned out. And as you can see, I used the Barely Art liquid adhesive behind the little jewels here. They look a little milky when you put them on, but once they dry, it is clear and it kind of reflects this really pretty coloring underneath. So here is that note. Love it. And again, I kind of trimmed a little off the bottom so that it will stand up. Love this. Okay, of course, we have got some bonus cards. I did one just like this one here, but using different colors. And so for this one, I use one of the combos. I believe it is Daydream on the website, which is lilac, lemongrass, sorbet, and plumberry. I love how this one turned out. And then I did rose gold with this one, but those are some really pretty colors as well. And then, you know, every time you do it, it's going to look a little bit different. So these here are actually the exact same colors, but I did this one kind of off the edge, so we have a little bit more white space, and this is the Surfside card base here that I attached it to. Add some little jewels, and for this high, that is the Christina Warner framed script dies for that one, but I love how this one turned out. Again, some little jewels, but I mean, every time you do it, it's going to look slightly different. And then I actually did not finish this one, but I thought I would go ahead and show the background. Here I did that oval off the edge to give that shape. Again, these three here are also the same colors. The only difference is the Tropic palette here. It's the ones that we use, the star fruit, creamsicle, watermelon, and surfside. It also includes basil in that combo. And basil I did use on this one, and I thought it went well with the green glitter. So adding that green just gives a very different look. I don't know what I'm going to do this one yet. So I thought I would go ahead and show that to you as well. And then this is another background that I made that I have not used yet. And again, same colors as you've got here. All right, but I went much heavier with that plumberry. And sometimes it really just depends where you cut that panel out. But this is a really fun stencil. I enjoyed using that. And for that large oval card, I'm sorry, I forgot to show you. That's the A7 Basics here, oval basics that I used. But I love these, how these turned out. This is a really fun stencil. I love Christina Warner stencils. So if you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.